football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Cleveland Browns. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot. Hot.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Darnold. Found his target. It's Anderson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field. And really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Now it's Darnold. That's complete over the middle to Stewart. A very solid gain of 27. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. On 1st down, Murray. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Back to throw, Darnold. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Darnold from the gun. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Des Bryant from 3 yards out. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Now the punter, who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Mayfield now on second down. He gets it left side to Johnson. And now running right through it. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Working out of the gun. Mayfield lets it fly deep for Cobb. It's caught at the 10. That one goes for 36 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Now let's go.
They'll run high. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
2nd down, Mayfield. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive game. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
Brandon, it's a situation like this where a head coach writes himself a note before the game. Remember, it's a long game. You don't have to chase points early. But on the other hand, it's a huge disappointment if you only come away with 3 after a big drive. Let's see what he decides to do.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. A little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game, that they've got to match them point for point as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
From the end zone, here's Darnold. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Carl Davis forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to roam now. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
Well, it looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for him. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
Now Darnold. He completes it to Bryant. And they work this well upfield across the 45. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
Play action. It's Darnold. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Christian Kirksey leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Detroit!
Here's Darnold. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 59 yards. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays.
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Clay Matthews not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the gun, Mayfield escaping the pressure right. Throwing deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way to the opposite 45. It's a big play there for the Browns. And even 40 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. First down, Mayfield. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And a nice gain of 20. Yards. A first down throw for Mayfield. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Wide open receiver, complete. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll give to Hyde. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. To throw, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Clay Matthews in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. Through an opening, and there he goes. He's at the 30, the 20, 10, 5, and he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a jet touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick-6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Mayfield again. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Leonard Williams in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Mayfield to throw it. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On the punt as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 36. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. An update from Buffalo. The Bills have taken the early lead. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. He's going to loft one deep left. This is caught at the 20. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 44 yards. The rookie Darnold seemingly in control of this Jets offense. He's got him on the move. It's 1st down. Now a give. This is Murray. Avoids him, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Latavius Murray, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the route is on here in this first half. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Underneath for Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
That was 2nd down run for Murray. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And the Browns getting set to go. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset?
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Clay Matthews. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Mayfield looks to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That goes for a gain of 31. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Mayfield down. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Clay Matthews in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. The Browns on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 16.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
Now Mayfield. And he's going to go down again. Gerald McCoy. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green.
They go back to Murray on first down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Giving up a lot of points in this game, but look better on that play. They pitch it out to Murray. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Here's Darnold. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep. Back over into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Now they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Following the interception, Mayfield into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Past the 20, 10, and it's a touchdown for the Jets. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Mayfield off the play fake. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
The Browns on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Throwing. Mayfield. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, his first touchdown as a Cleveland Brown. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They go with Murray again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
The Jets on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10. Mayfield on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Darius Slay with a pick. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Now you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I'll bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. Back to it after the pick six, Mayfield. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Being chased out left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. But the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Leonard Williams in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14.
Now let's go. Blue line it.
Working out of the gun. Mayfield. Flushed out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Now a first carry for the backup, Isaiah Crowell. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
After the penalty, it's Crowell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Crowell. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle and trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll run for it. This is Murray. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. 2nd down, Mayfield. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Hey. 4 down.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jets have recovered.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And they'll indeed take a knee. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And they take a knee. And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
A quick hitter complete. It's Cobb. And down he'll go at the 25. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And, partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Jets, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
in and look in the mirror.